Finding Hope, sponsored by North Point Recovery.
Struggles with substance abuse are very real, and the holidays can make those struggles even more difficult. For this week's Finding Hope, our photojournalist Lindsay Williams, she sits down with the Idaho Harm Reduction Project to learn more about how we can support someone who struggles with drug or alcohol use.
If you suspect or know someone who is using illicit drugs, carry naloxone.
Harm reduction and syringe service programs have been found to be very effective public health interventions. With the passage of the syringe service law, it was signed into law by Brad Little in 2019, and we were founded shortly thereafter, seeking to be a place that can sort of hold space for the health of the community and sort of offer an example of what that can look like. And so we started out of our executive director, Marjorie Wilson. We started out of her garage and eventually kind of graduated to an office and have been growing and supporting harm reduction around Idaho since then. According to the CDC, accessing services at a syringe service program is linked to a 50% reduction in HIV and Hep C transmission in communities. And if you combine that with medication-assisted therapy, it's closer to 70% reduction. Even just actually out of Utah, they've seen reductions in incidents of reuse of syringes. Out of Idaho, since 2019, having syringe service programs reduces the rates of crime in areas around them. 2021 was a really rough year for Idaho and for the country. Over 350 people died in Idaho of drug-related overdose, 250 of them opioid-related, and the majority of that was fentanyl related.
It's been said, but I will say again, please carry naloxone.
Also in 2021, 628 overdose reversals were reported as a result of the over 5,000 boxes of Narcan that were distributed in Idaho. There are 6 syringe service programs in service in Idaho. We are currently the largest. We have our prevention program, which includes the distribution of overdose reversal medications like Narcan and naloxone that people can use to respond to someone who is having an opioid overdose. People can come to us and pick up those supplies. Sometimes we deliver them, but also largely it's by mail and distribute supplies to essentially the entire state outside of a few northern counties. We sort of do anything we can in order to make sure that things like Narcan and naloxone are readily available to anyone who feels like they want to have them. It's not just us at the Idaho Harm Reduction Project, it's health and welfare, it's law enforcement, it's corrections officers, it's teachers, people carrying Narcan in places where they know people might be engaging in behaviors that place them at risk for overdose. Having this readily available it's a game changer. It is literally life-saving for hundreds, thousands of people every year. If someone's hope is to one day practice abstinence with regards to their substance use, we want to make sure they get there and get there without a life-threatening illness or without experiencing traumatic and near-fatal experiences of overdose. We want people to survive, to be able to have the opportunity to find their way and thrive. And so I think that whether it's the Narcan naloxone, it's the syringe service program supplies, it's the STI testing, all of those things together are intended to give people tools, to empower people to find a healthy and fulfilled life. I find this work personally to be really meaningful to me in my life, sort of almost like it's a restorative experience for me to be engaged in this work, kind of fills my cup. The health of the community is informed by the health of its individual members, and so we want to make sure everyone has the opportunity to have what they need. Fundamentally, we want people to be healthy. We want them to be well, and that means everybody.